Let's read the hook for this movie. Business consultant Karen Briggs is still single at 30, but is in no rush to wed. Wow. I can't wait. So we get introduced to her, and she's a kid. And the whole point of the scene was to show that she didn't agree with Romeo and Juliet because she didn't like that Juliet threw away her life for Romeo. You're probably like, FlamingDonkey. Ooh, I never said that out loud. I just realized how stupid it sounds. FlamingDonkey. It sounds like they're just trying to establish a theme for the movie. Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, watch me make out with your mom. My parents never did this, like, once in front of my sister and I. I'm pretty sure they had a sperm transplant to make us, and I prefer it that way. We go to the present where she's attending a party, and there's a fortune teller there, which... Is that, like, normal?
Yes, here we go, buddy. This is worth $10.
This is kind of awkward.
You will need a bigger boat.
What?
Okay then, we should probably get back to the party.
And you, pretty girl,
As opposed to the not pretty girl.
would you like to know your future?
I'm good.
You will receive a ring by spring, or you will never marry.
That's it? No reactions? Okay. She's really happy and she's buying flowers, and what does this have to do with anything? Bitch, it's a factory. She meets the owner, and the whole point of all this is that they hired her to whip them into shape.
This is me?
Yeah. This and the... Oh, sorry.
This is me getting to work.
All right. I'll leave you to it.
You need something?
Okay, wait a second. You're telling me he died and left you everything?
Yeah.
He died? Some old guy died and left his vinyl collection to her friend, and her other friend got pregnant. So obviously this means the fortune teller was correct. This also means that if she doesn't get a ring by spring, she'll never marry. Wow, this movie just really kicked into high gear, huh? Apparently that's all the evidence she needs of the fortune teller being legit. So she goes to her parents' house and is like,
Ew!
I think my boyfriend's gonna propose to me tonight. All he did was ask her on a date. You could have just waited till after the date, you know, so you don't look stupid. But she does it anyway, so let's see how this goes. So she goes to the dinner, and this happens. Yep, he breaks up with her.
What?
And she's really not taking it well. If she sneezed, her eyes would pop out of her head.
What do you mean I'm not marriage material? And by the way, material, that's a very offensive word in this context.
I mean, you don't want to get married.
Why would you say that?
Because you don't.
So, am I supposed to go husband hunting? Is there like a link on Craigslist for that?
Oh, I mean, if that's what you want to do. So the CEO guy tells her that she should come bowling with them, all the coworkers and stuff. Cool. So now here's where the movie starts realizing that it actually has to be doing stuff. She's absolutely desperate at this point to try to find out why everybody's broken up with her. She starts name dropping all of her exes to her parents, and then her mom says this.
Yeah, what about Dave?
Josh isn't married. I thought you and Josh lost contact.
Yeah, what about Dave?
Not possible in the age of social media, Mom.
Yeah, what about Dave?
All we're saying is this has been your pattern.
Wait, what? Put your damn hands down, Dad. Imagine your mom telling you that because some boys broke up with you in the past that it's your pattern, your fault. Ooh, she actually seems to agree with that. So she decides to hit up all her exes and see why they broke up with her.
I like my maintenance. I like taking care of Brandy and the kids. I like feeling needed.
Okay, so I did not make you feel needed in high school.
If your goal was to make me feel uncomfortable, you did a good job.
Anyways, I don't think romance is the right word. You were not romantic.
I wasn't.
No, do you remember that Your report on Romeo and Juliet. You said Juliet had her whole life ahead of her.
And she threw it all away. For love.
This dude remembered a random comment she made about some dusty old book 10 years ago, and that was one of the things he remembered not liking. Do people actually care about your opinions on Shakespeare that much? Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Maybe that's your pattern.
But it doesn't stop there, unfortunately. She meets up with boy number 2 and has the same conversation, and he spills this bean.
Great times together. You never wanted me in your life as much as I wanted you in mine.
Yes, I did.
Well, then why did you give up so easily when I broke it off?
Boy, he broke up with her as a test. And you might be like, but it was high school. But he clearly still believes what he did was right. If 99% of the population gets broken up with, they'd probably assume that their partner doesn't want to be with them for whatever reason. Maybe he's just lying and he just didn't want to be with her, but this movie's not that deep.
So he was testing you?
Yeah.
That is so manipulative.
Maybe, but I failed.
No, I don't think so.
No, a guy like that, you're better off without him.
So what was I doing with him for 3 years?
You were young in college.
3 years? College? This just keeps getting worse.
No, it's a mystery. It's British.
I like British guys. Maybe my husband's British.
That's the last thing you want is a British guy.
What about you? You still consulting?
Yes, I am. I'm running into PG.
Wow, good shot. Really captured the accidentally open the front camera look.
When business school was over and I was moving back here, were you at all tempted to ask me to stay?
Sure.
So why didn't you?
Well, because I knew you weren't in love with me.
Well, were you in love with me?
Yeah, crazy in love.
John.
Am I having a stroke? When I was leaving, did you want to ask me to stay? Yes. Why didn't you? Because you were in love with me. Were you in love with me? Yes. What? I'm probably missing something so obvious here, but what does that mean? I don't even understand.
Meet my baby.
What?
I know.
Stephanie, that's so cool.
Oh my gosh, I know. Wow.
So now on top of all of that, she has baby fever, which there's a cure for that. Just open your bank account. She goes away immediately.
Hi.
Hi.
You were wrong about me, Bryce. I am marriage material.
Just like that, she goes to Bryce's office and says, I am marriage material. And then it just everything's solved. Oh yeah, I forgot, they're also getting married. Just like that. But what about the guy that the movie was so obviously trying to set up for her? Let's see.
I'm getting the hang of this. I'm getting better, right? Don't you think?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You're doing great. Not at all, honey.
Out of completely nowhere, Bryce just starts being the biggest dickhole.
Babe, don't. Come on, we went through this. You're holding it wrong, that's why it's ending up in the gutter. Gotta focus, babe. I can't go through this with you every single time.
A horse trots in, and the bartender looks up and says, "Why the long face?"
I don't get it.
Hey, listen, we're gonna go to Pagliotti's and get something to eat. Why don't you come with?
Oh, that sounds great.
Babe, do you mind if we don't?
Wow, who shoved your cereal up your ass this morning? I'm sure you can see where this is going. She starts having like these daydreams of Bryce just doing some regular stuff in her house. I guess the egg thing was a little weird, but like, is he known for that? Is that like his thing? Anyway.
I wasn't entirely honest with you the other day when you asked me what I thought about Bryce. Obviously, I only met him once, so what do I know? But I had to ask myself, based on that one and only impression, does he really appreciate how special you are and how lucky he is? Are you his Cora? Does he love you like that? Is he gonna love you like that for 49 years?
This is some next level shit. Does your boyfriend love you? Is he gonna love you for the next 49 years? Jesus, dude.
And are you gonna love him like that back? Because I know it's ridiculously old-fashioned to believe this, but I do believe it. The only love worth having and wanting
is mine. After he pressures her into crying, he leaves, and she goes home to cry more. So she invites Bryce to dinner, and she ends up breaking up with him, and it's like wholesome and shit. I was hoping he'd be like throwing shit around, you know? But no, he just acts like a rational human being for some reason. Maybe he just had a bad day that one day when he was acting up. I just still don't get what the egg has to do with anything though. She's done her job at Tom's company, that's his name, I don't know if I said it. And they throw a little farewell party for her. And they have a nice little talk at the end, her and Tom.
And are you free for dinner then?
Tom, you're amazing.
Bail.
But I've actually sworn off the relationship business for a while.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It's gonna break a lot of hearts.
I doubt it.
So, what? Just friends then?
Good friends.
So that's it. It ends all right. You know, she didn't actually end up listening to the stupid fortune teller. And she ends up realizing that it's not actually my fault for what's happened here. You know, I had these ideals as a kid. I don't need to get married. It isn't essential. And she's finally coming to terms with that. She can try to wait for things like this to happen organically and just live life and be satisfied with how things are going now. Nah, I'm just kidding. This movie keeps going. Please kill me.
Where is it? Tell me you left it at home.
I'm sorry, how do I know you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, stop! Madame Rue? It is you, right? Hi, do you remember me?
Of course I remember you. Give me your hands. It's the same thing.
What's the same thing?
It's the same thing.
The actual thing that happened was that the fortune teller saw her with a ring by Spring or something. Anyway, it makes her cry and she's just like sad all over. All that character building that she did in like the past 20 minutes is just pointless now.
You okay?
Not really.
Bad day?
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do to help?
No, I'll be fine.
Maybe this will cheer you up.
That's your box.
No, this is my gift. From me to you.
Shit. She got the ring. The toy ring from a snack box. This was the ring the fortune teller saw. And then she goes up and kisses him. Isn't he confused? Like, what changed? I watched an hour and 30 minutes of this. And it leads up to a toy ring in a box. I don't know what else to say about this. Let's just go to the part where I talk about it. Overall, this is probably the most inoffensive, basic ass movie I've ever watched. But these are the ones that get me going. You know, it's supposed to be cheesy, and I don't mind cheesy, but if the movie ended at the 1 hour mark before all the crap, it would have been so much better. Just leave us with a little message. But no, it ends up being just another Hallmark / Lifetime movie where she gets married at the end, or I guess she does. But also, thank you to Starms' bot for sending me this movie. Yeah, but anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll be back sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, what about Dave?